Russia recently conducted a military drill in which it fired cruise missiles from the long-range Tu-95 milliseconds aircraft as well as ballistic missiles called Sineva and Yars. According to Russian media, this exercise was modeled after ones that occurred a year before. Even the purported path left by the Yars thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missile as it rose into orbit has been captured on film, which has been making the rounds on Twitter. The video was recorded in Arkhangelsk, a city in Russia. The official Kremlin press office verified that the military exercise was carried out as directed by President Vladimir Putin and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Practical missile launches, including ballistic and cruise missiles, were part of the drill, which was meant to simulate an enemy nuclear strike. Minister of Defense Sergei Shoigu went on to explain that planning and carrying out a fictitious massive nuclear strike with offensive forces was part of the training. The Yars intercontinental ballistic missile was launched from the Plesetsk test spaceport to the Kura test site in Kamchatka, while the Sineva ballistic missile was fired from the nuclear strategic missile submarine Tula in the Barents Sea. Both missile launches were precise. The Tu-95 also participated. Crucial to the drill was the long-range aircraft Tu-95 milliseconds, which launched cruise missiles. The operation's primary goals were to evaluate the effectiveness of military command structures and the organizational capacities of both operational staff and leadership in overseeing subordinate troops. It was declared that every workout that was scheduled had been finished. In October 2022, President Putin oversaw a nuclear deterrent drill involving the employment of cruise missiles launched from the Tu-95 milliseconds aircraft as well as ballistic missiles such as the Yars and Sineva. Following the State Duma's approval on October 25, the Federation Council abrogated the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. President Putin had stated earlier in the month that Washington had not ratified the pact, despite both Moscow and Washington endorsing it. Russian specialists who were consulted on the subject said that Russia's decision in this case was symbolic and would not result in any profound changes. Moscow decided to halt its participation in the START Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty with Washington at the start of the year. President Putin justified this decision by citing Russia's inability to carry out inspections in accordance with the terms of the treaty. Another reason given was the desire of Western nations to strategically defeat Russia. On the other hand, U.S. President Joe Biden called Russia's decision to leave the New START deal a mistake.